Hello, I'm Denise LaFrance. Coming up on this edition of City Beat. Summer car burglaries have Las Cruces Police reminding us to be more aware of how we leave our vehicles at night. Their recommendations just ahead. The city is partnering with the Art Gallery of New Mexico to help foster children find safety and permanent homes. How the city has helped. The Parks and Recreation Department is proud to unveil their newest mural, a look at the mural and what it took to create. And September is National Preparedness Month. We'll talk with the emergency management supervisor for the OEM on how to prepare for any potential threats in this month's Ask the segment. Welcome to City Beat for the month of September. A string of burglaries left more than a dozen people victims of car burglary. It happened on the same street in just one evening in July. The Las Cruces Police Department says many of these crimes can be reduced or even prevented. CLC TV's Jennifer Martinez explains.
On July 25th, the Las Cruces Police Department sent out an alert stating there were 50 auto burglaries in one weekend on a street just off Elks Drive, where all of the affected vehicles were left unlocked.
It's an opportunity. What we have, the individuals that are committing these crimes are just going and hitting up our parking lots, our apartment complexes, our neighborhoods, and basically walking up and down and checking for unlocked vehicles.
Sergeant Jaramillo showed us how trusting people are by how many residents in one apartment complex parking lot left their doors unlocked one evening. It only takes seconds to grab your things and go when the doors are not secure. Officers will sometimes proactively check car doors and then notify residents they need to be more careful.
And what they'll be doing is checking for unlocked vehicles, and when they do find one, we've actually provided them with basically a door hanger that says, you know, we came by your residence at such and such time on this date and found that your vehicle was unlocked. We secured it for you, and we leave a name or their name and their badge number.
Jaramillo says aside from just locking your door, there are other things you can do to deter these crimes of opportunity.
Making sure that you're not leaving anything of value, anything that would catch somebody's eye who's walking through the neighborhoods or the parking lots, and not leaving them in plain view. You know, locking them in your trunk if you have to, or your glove compartment, and locking the glove compartment.
In addition, don't leave spare keys in your vehicle. Roll up windows, and if you can, park in a well-lit area. And also remember to remove all valuables from pickup beds. Police say about 2/3 of the reported auto burglaries this year have occurred with unlocked doors. And in many cases, just double-checking can help prevent a crime. For City Beat, I'm Jennifer Martinez.
Thank you, Jen. Police ask for your help in deterring crime as well as turning in those who are responsible. If you have information on auto burglary suspects, you are asked to call police at 526-0795. On any given day in New Mexico, 300 children are in need of a home. Some of these children have been neglected, abused, or deserted. But there's a program that aims to help these children find new families. The Art Gallery helps put these kiddos in the public eye and hopes adoptive parents open their hearts and home. Here's a deeper look at what the Art Gallery does.
To me, I am so grateful for this wall because City Hall is where it's at. Everybody has to come here. It's just where it's at. So right outside of your council chambers, everyone coming here is going to see our beautiful children that are available for adoption. It will always be up to date because we update it from our Santa Fe offices. Art Gallery is an outreach effort by the state to just let everyone know that we have, on any given day, at least 300 kids who need forever families. They're kids who can't go home again. They are legally free to be adopted, and we're searching for adoptive families for them. So all of the children on all of our displays in Las Cruces are currently available for adoption. And all we need is people who want to make a difference. There is no cost to adopt through CYFD. It takes about 4 to 6 months to be licensed. And then you're invited to wonderful parties all around the state where you get to meet kids that are available for adoption. And believe me, they'll touch your heart. You'll want to take them all home. Our displays. The display that you have here is a partnership between the City of Las Cruces and Walmart. Walmart gave the Heart Gallery of New Mexico Foundation a grant, so that enables us to buy the signage and the monitors, and then the Kind City gives us this beautiful wall that we're so grateful for because so many people will walk by, I hope, and take a good long look, because our kids need the people of Las Cruces to help them.
Informational meetings take place each month in Las Cruces to help willing adults learn what is needed of foster or adoptive parents. The next meeting to take place is scheduled for 5:30 p.m. on October 3rd at the CYFD building at 760 Motel Boulevard, Suite A. The Las Cruces Parks and Recreation Department is more than sports and games. It promotes creativity and beauty with teamwork. Here's a look at the city's tile mural project.
We're unveiling a tile mural project, which was a collaboration with Alma Tile, a group out of Albuquerque, apprenticeships for leaders in the mosaic arts. This is a unique work. It encompasses both tile, carved tile by hand, and painting. And I think it's unique in both Albuquerque and Las Cruces, so we're pretty excited.
Well, so the title is When Trees Play. It is a cottonwood tree, an old one, that's kind of leaning over, and it has bushels of leaves that are kind of flowing. There's kind of a hint of movement and wind, as well as small details that you have to come by and see and find for yourself.
Personally, to me, the mural gives a nostalgic feel. It reminds me of big trees and my childhood of just running around. It also gives a playful feel of just color and brightness and that kind of stuff.
So it lives at 1501 East Hadley, the Castañeda building. That's the admin office for Parks and Recreation. It took approximately 2 months to complete. So the program was 6 weeks, but there was a couple weeks prior, a couple weeks after. And that's just the work itself beyond starting partnership.
I think as a young aspiring artist, this was very beneficial to what I want to do. And seeing our work come from this little piece of paper onto this wall is really rewarding. And if I could ever do this in the future, I would definitely do it again. We all put so much of our work into this, waking up early, staying in the hot sun, and I never for 1 second doubted any of us or that it wouldn't look good. And I feel really proud and honored to be here and be a part of this and to just be a part of this community.
There are several murals across the city. Some are at the Mearshite Recreation Building and at Lob's Pool, for instance. The city periodically offers a youth mural arts program. For more information on completed murals or upcoming classes, call 541-2554. The city of Las Cruces is transitioning to a performance-based model and becoming more efficient and accountable with an enterprise resource program, or ERP, called Munis. This program is actually a city-wide program which helps organize financial records, human resource files, and now many department work orders, to name a few of its capabilities. The city has recently gone through a re-implementation process to better utilize all of the features and capabilities of the ERP. Here is just one example of how it has increased efficiency and accountability. The Streets and Traffic Operations section used to document their work, like street light replacement and pothole filling, in daily logbooks by handwriting what needed to be accomplished, who accomplished the tasks, what equipment was used, how long it took to complete, and so on. This process made it difficult to report and manage. The section went live with the re-implemented version of Munis in February, and within 4 months had entered 2,300 work orders into the program, an average of 580 per month.
It's affected the whole section. We have a section of almost 60, so everyone is touched by this change at some level. Some as inputters, some with the supervision, others in the office staff. So pretty much everybody in our section has been affected by it.
Every department uses this program in some capacity, whether to track payroll or accounting or accountability. The city's fall community-wide cleanup Tas No Mas is scheduled for Saturday, October 14th. Volunteers are encouraged to register their groups before October 9th. If you would like to participate, call the Keep Las Cruces Beautiful line at 528-4506. The city's public information office has been busy this summer with various video projects.
Las Cruces is a quality of place to live, work, play, and retire.
One such project is the Quality of Place video, meant to promote the many services that the city government provides with your tax dollars and how those taxes are less than what most pay in their monthly internet or cable bills. The city is conducting an ongoing survey to assess parking availability in downtown. A series of aerial videos from different days and times of day are providing a record of percentage of parking spaces. Visit the Public Information Office page at las-cruces.org for a link to the videos.
If you're interested in learning firsthand how your tax dollars are spent locally, participate in the first ever City of Las Cruces Neighborhood Leadership Academy.
And with this video, the city invited residents of Las Cruces to register to take part in the inaugural Neighborhood Leadership Academy, a 15-week series of presentations by city staff to introduce residents to city services and functions. The classes run September through December. If you would like to vote for a candidate running for a city government council seat, you will need to be registered to vote soon, plus taking council meetings on the road. When and where the first stop will be ahead in our City Minute. The City of Las Cruces will hold a municipal election November 7th for Districts 3, 5, and 6, along with Municipal Judge 2. Voters must be registered by October 10th at 5 p.m. Absentee voting begins on the 11th. For more information, visit the candidate packet link in the Hot Topics section at las-cruces.org. City Council work sessions are going on the road. Beginning this month, city councilors will hold work sessions at different locations quarterly throughout Las Cruces. The on-location work sessions are a way to bring city government to you. The first will be September 25th at 6 p.m. at the Regional Aquatic Center. The New Mexico State Aggies football team has a home game scheduled that is sure to entertain in September against Troy University and UTEP. Both games are scheduled for 6 p.m. at Aggie Memorial Stadium. More than a month later in October, the Aggies suit up against Arkansas State. This month is National Preparedness Month, and the focus is on planning with an overarching theme, Disasters Don't Plan Ahead, You Can. Here with more on what we can do to be prepared for emergencies is CLC TV's Udell Vigil with this month's Hasta.
Hello and welcome. Our guest for this edition of Hasta is David Almaguer, supervisor with the Office of Emergency Management. David, thank you for joining us on Hasta.
Thank you for having me, Udell.
Great. Now, what are the more common types of emergencies we experience here in the Las Cruces area?
The main issue that we deal with here in Las Cruces and in Doñana County is weather events. You know, weather issues, whether it's flooding or whether it's hail, snowstorms, wind. Really, that's the main issue that we deal with here.
Okay, and what can people do to be prepared when these events occur?
You know, really, we ask individuals to take a proactive approach to emergency preparedness. We ask them to pay attention to the weather, situation awareness, watch weather updates, take heed to when there's flood warnings, flood watches, and understand that we have a responsibility to take a proactive approach to emergency preparedness and understanding what we can do to alleviate some of those issues.
Now, there are ways that people can be contacted directly when situations occur. What kind of ways can they expect?
Okay, you can use, there's such thing as reverse 911, which is a system that Central Dispatch is able to notify you of emergencies or events, whether it's sheltering in place or whether they're asking you to evacuate. That system, you have to, if you have a cell phone, then you would need to get on MRVDA's website to register your cell phone. If you have a landline, you're already in the system, and they'll be able to provide you with that information.
And real quick, when you say MRVDA, that's the Mesilla Valley Regional Dispatch Authority.
That is
so you would go onto their website.
That is correct. Yes, sir. You would go onto their website and you would register your cell phone. Again, you register your cell phone, or if you have a landline, you're already into that system.
Okay.
Smart 911 is another system that is operated through MRVDA. You as a resident have the opportunity to go on the website and let MRVDA know if there's any issues in your household, the number of family members, if you have medical emergency issues, or if you have family members that have medical emergencies, so that way Central Dispatch can relay that information to the emergency responders. And also NIXLE, NIXLE, is another mechanism that pushes out information to the residents to keep them informed as well.
Now, we always hear that every household, even businesses, should have an emergency kit of some kind.
Yes, sir.
What are the basic things every household should have?
Some of the basic items that we always recommend is water. Water, we recommend that you have 1 gallon of water per person in your household per day to sustain life. And basically what that means is water for consumption, whether it's drinking, whether it's for cooking. It's not used, that water in your household shouldn't be used, for sanitary means or to wash your face. It's basically to sustain life, to drink and to cook with. 1 gallon of water per day per household member for 3 days is a recommended timeline that we ask individuals to be prepared for. We also ask individuals to have non-perishable food, canned items, some type of tool, some type of mechanism to open those canned items. We recommend having cash, in the event that you have to evacuate your area, have the means to make purchases. Things of that nature, batteries, flashlight, radio, real basic items. We found that a majority of residents have all those items that I just listed in their household, but one of the things is that we want to go a step above is ensure that residents have those tools or items in a dedicated area, in whether it's
all in one place.
All in one place instead
you don't
of
have to go punting all over the place.
Absolutely, yes, sir.
Very good. And then one last point, though. We're talking about human life here, but we also have pets, and there are animals that we have to look out for too. Any advice regarding that?
You need to ensure not only pets as well, but anybody that depends on you. You have, if you have your parents, elderly family members, family members that may have special needs, your pets. You need to ensure that you take care of them, that you incorporate them into your emergency action planning. They may not be able to, to go out grocery shopping, or they may not be able to go out and go grab sandbags for an area of concern in their household. But ensuring that you also take care of those that depend on you is one of the things that we always ask our residents, and really for individuals, to take, again, a proactive approach to emergency preparedness.
Well, all very good advice. David Almaguer, Supervisor with the Office of Emergency Management, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Udell. If you would like more information about planning ahead, you could visit the OEM's partner website at ready.gov. That's all for this episode of City Beat. Remember to tune in for live City Council meetings right here Mondays at 1 p.m. You can also find all archived meetings and programs on clctv.com. Plus, we have so much more on our Facebook page. Again, thanks for joining us. I'm Denise LaFrance.